Every minute of every day, millions of dollars come to us now, instantly, effortlessly, naturally now. Grand rising, prosperous horizon. Another thing about manifesting, most everybody manifests. If you got up this rising, you manifested getting up. You never doubted you would get up to yay. Some of y'all say, most of y'all say today, I say to yay. You manifested rising up to yay because you never doubted that you would. What's going on is that you are constantly bombarded with gloom and doom and dysfunctional, hedonistic information and programming. You're you're constantly bombarded with sex. You're constantly bombarded with you know, get a fancy car, fix your credit, get a big house, get a job, go to school. Everybody's constantly bombarded with this programming. So imagine if you were born or entered the world. Let me close my truck door. They're using a lawnmower out there. If you are constantly bombarded with all this type of stuff, but imagine if you were born or came into this world in a place that they never work. Everything was provided for. They didn't need any cars or vehicles, or if they had a mode of transportation, it was provided for. Food was just growing freely, and anybody can just walk by anywhere, any property, and pick a piece of fruit, or vegetable, or anything. Everything was just freely given, kind of like how the creator of Balanced Universe intended it, right? You would not be bombarded with anything that had to do with work hard, get a job, go to school. Okay? You would not be bombarded with advertisements, anything like that. If we lived in a society like that, you wouldn't, in other words, you wouldn't know anything about any of that. If you took one of your offsprings and you raised them in a hood, the ghetto, trailer type of situation, and that's all they knew, and you took another offspring and you raised them in the richest of richest places where their palace was made of gold and rubies and precious gems, and that's all they knew, this is what would happen. The one that was raised in a porous situation, because that's all they know, that's all they're gonna manifest. That's all they're gonna see. That's all they're gonna manifest, because that's all they see. That's all they know. This is why I say you don't know what you don't know. If you don't know how to live in a palace, you cannot see it, envision it, to manifest it. And same with the one that lives in a palace made of gold. They would, if hypothetically they lost everything, they still would get it back, because they cannot see or fathom living poor in a trailer or anything like that. Okay? What happens is you have to see it. You have to envision it. You have to know it. You have to be taught it. That's why people that come up and do make it out the hood, the ghetto, trailer trash, they make it out because not only were they given a talent, and we're all given talents, we just refuse to use them, but what they did is they embodied themselves. They started seeing themselves as whatever they became: a doctor, a lawyer, a singer, an entertainer, a ball player, a boxer. Okay? They started to see themselves as that. Okay? Whatever you want to manifest, whatever you want in life, you have to see yourself as that. You have to like they say, become it. You gotta, like how these young people do, pretend to be a firefighter, football player, um, Dracula, whatever. How you play pretend. You have to play pretend until it happens. They say fake it till you make it. Pretty much, but everything within its proper perspective. I'm not saying go buy a Rolls Royce, Mercedes Benz, and you only make $20,000-$30,000 a year. You don't have to go buy the Rolls Royce, Mercedes Benz, and put yourself in debt. You could just cut out some pictures of some Rolls Royce, Mercedes Benz, paste them on your vision board, and start to envision them. Envision you driving them. That's all you got to do. Matter of fact, if what happens is people go buy the Rolls Royce, Mercedes Benz, and because they already have it, the universe don't have to bring it to them. It's done. But the way they obtain it was by putting themselves in so much debt. I know people put themselves in so much debt, got their credit just ruined, just having so much financial problems because they put the buggy before the horse. You got to put the horse before the buggy. You got to make that horse work. Okay? Let me tell you guys my life story for those of you that don't know. I was evicted from a place I was staying in about 2000. It was actually 2013. It was actually about 2013. And I started to tell myself I would never rent again. I would never rent again. And I never did, except my warehouse and my business warehouse. And because of that conviction, and because I could only see myself owning, the universe had no choice but to make sure I owned something. Now, I couldn't see myself owning a big house right away. I just couldn't see it because I didn't even know what it was like to own a big house, the mansion, all this. I mean, I could see it, but I didn't really believe it. So I started to come down. Then I started to say, I could see myself on a piece of land. I could see myself on a piece of land. And I saw it clear as day, clear as yay. I saw it clear as yay. I started watching videos about people living on their land, starting off in RVs and tents and tiny homes, all this type of stuff. And I just started to really see it. I literally saw myself living that life. It wasn't even 2 years later, I was living that life. It wasn't even it took about 2 years to really manifest. No, let me see. Yeah, well, about 2 years to really manifest. By 2015, it had manifested. And well, one of the reasons I think it manifested that strong for me, 2015, I'm a life path 8, and 2015 was an 8. So we were vibrating on an 8. And I was 38 years old. So I had that manifestation power strong in me. Anyhow, I manifested a situation, actually, I should say. I manifested a situation where I was living on the land. Then by 2017, I manifested my own piece of land. Long story short, I put $350 down, was paying $450 a month. I had it on the contract for $9,000. Somebody offered me $16,000. I sold it. I walked away with about $4,500. I invested $700 of it in Bitcoin. Bitcoin was $700 at the time for a whole Bitcoin. It went to $20,000. I sold at $17,000. I took the $17,000, paid some bills, bought some more land, bought a house actually. And I still have all that stuff, and I'm renting out the house. And I just took off since then. Even now, I've manifested a whole nother level to my life. What I realize is when you get tired of something and you're done with it, you're over it, you won't manifest it anymore. You will not manifest it anymore. It's kind of like what I just said. I got tired of renting, so I stopped manifesting renting. Most people are not tired of renting yet. I got tired of being with women that did not serve my purpose. So I got over it. So I no longer manifest women that do not serve my purpose. And I said to myself, you know what? If one woman cannot serve all my purposes, I might as well go back to polygamy and have multiple women. But this time, I know exactly the type of women I have to have. I have to, if I cannot have one woman that is completely financially literate, wants to completely live off grid, a wonderful teacher to the offsprings, clean, dang near OCD type of clean, and love making love to her man and have virtue. She ain't been with a whole bunch of men. Cook. If I just had a woman like that, she didn't have to own a house, property, anything. She could be homeless. She could have been in the same situation I was in, living in her vehicle, living with somebody, but she just had all these qualities. She was really diving deep into financial literacy like I was. Some people don't have it manifested yet, but they're on that path. Even if I met a woman that was on that path, as long as she had those qualities, I'm like, that's my woman right there. That's my baby right there. So I say, you know what? What's the odds of me manifesting a woman like that? I'm like, it's possible. I can manifest her. I know I can. But I said, you know what? If I could manifest one woman like that, I could probably manifest multiple women like that, or multiple women, but each one served a purpose. So I say, you know what? There's a lot of women out here that do want polygamy. That do want polygamy because I was entertaining polygamy before at one point, and I had 7 women that I was courting. And I say, you know what? If I try it again, but this time I do it right, let's see how it happens. I said, okay, I put it out there, polygamy. One man, multiple wives. I started manifesting it dang near instantly. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. On top of it, the women were really coming at me with it. They were really coming at me with it. Anyhow, long story short, the life that I have now is a life that I am so intentionally manifesting that everything I really desire, wanted, will not take anything less for is coming instantly. One of the reasons I feel is because I've been through so many women that did not serve me. I've been through so many things that weren't serving me, so many people that weren't serving me. And because I'm over it, I'm literally over it. I'm not wishy-washy with it. I'm like, I'm over that. Don't even bring that to me. I'd rather be over here by myself than you bring me some trash like that. Because I'm over so many situations, the universe has no choice but to bring me what I unequivocally desire and want. That's how I manifested this truck for $1,400. And that year I put another 400 in it, so it's like 1,800. Put brand new brakes on it, my AC perfect. I'm fixing up my radio. Situation over here. I camped out in my truck last night and everything like that. I'm going back to my family, to Yay, and I'm doing some work for a buddy of mine at his restaurant. And but I'm telling you, anything you want, you can manifest it. Anything you desire, you can manifest it. You just have to put yourself in a situation where you're not going to take any less. You have to tell yourself you're not going to take anything less. When I had put myself in a situation where I told the universe I'd rather live in my automobile, in my truck. I'd rather live in my truck than rent again. The universe had no choice but to give me my own land, my own property. When I put myself in a situation where I wanted a 4x4 truck, I'm not taking anything less, because I'm tired of getting stuck in the mud. I'm tired of getting stuck in the mud, and I want a brand new truck. Look what the universe gave me. Look at my seats, like brand new. Brand new. Look at my truck, like brand new. It's a 2007, but everything in here like brand new. I just got a little rust on the outside. When I told the universe I'm not putting up with any more trash women, any more high body count women, any more women that weren't financially literate, any more women that didn't understand and overstand group economics. I'm not putting up with any more women with stink coochies and didn't know how to clean properly and didn't know how to nurture properly, didn't know how to teach their offsprings properly. I'm not putting up with any more women that have offsprings with, a lot of dysfunctional issues. When I told the universe unequivocally, I'm not putting up with it. I can't even see it. I can literally only see myself with a certain type of woman, with a certain type of truck, with a certain type of lifestyle, with certain type of friends, making certain type of money. It's coming to me so fast, and every yay I get up and say, every minute of every yay, millions of dollars come to me now, instantly, effortlessly, naturally now. I got my affirmation book up here. I pull it down. I write in it every yay. I script my life. I'm telling you, I can show you guys in my phone. Today I'm making about $500-$600 for maybe 8 hours worth of work, really 4 or 5 hours worth of work. I got another $1,200 I'm gonna make between doing couple hours stuff today and maybe a few hours stuff tomorrow. That's another $1,200. I'm gonna go back to my family. I'll see my family tonight. I'm living my best life. I'm traveling. Me and my business partner headed to Florida, then Colorado to check on our properties. We got a family RV that we fixing up right now for the whole family, could fit in there. I make wonderful love to my women. They love holding me. I love holding them. We take showers together. My offsprings are all happy, healthy, wealthy. My YouTube channel coming up. By the way, I got some stuff for y'all on YouTube coming out. I'm going to the next level with YouTube right now. The life that I have right now, I got up to Yay and I looked in the mirror and I was like, wow, I could have been doing this years ago. But because you don't know what you don't know, you are born in a situation where you only were taught certain things. You weren't born in a situation where in a palace where you knew how to live in a palace. You were born in a situation where you was born in a hood, the ghetto, trailer trash. That's all you know. That's all you know is abuse. That's all you know is what's around you. You cannot see to manifest greater unless you see it on TV. You see a favorite rapper, singer, football player, boxer, actor, doctor, lawyer. Now you can see it. But if you never see it, you can't manifest it. That's why a lot of people in like so-called third world countries, they can't manifest a better life if they're deep in the woods somewhere and they don't know anything about living in a mansion or a palace. All they know is living village life, which is wonderful. I would definitely live like that. I see people living like that. There's a couple on YouTube. Supposedly they live like that. I love it. I would give up my life living in a city and go live in the woods with no automobile, maybe one scooter with my whole family. If we're left alone, we grow our own food, we live like a tribe in tiki huts or whatever. I would love to live that life. That is actually one of my dream. I mean, that's how I'm building my life. The way I'm building my life is not one big mansion. The way I'm building my life is a bunch of tiny homes, and my whole family lived there. Whoever want to live there could live there, as far as my loved ones, and we all have our own little tiny homes. But I'm building a multi-million dollar compound where we have everything: our own movie theater, our own mechanic garage, our own gym. Like, there's nothing that's not going to be on our compound. And then it's going to be surrounded by a racetrack that we could race cars, race motorcycles, dirt bikes. Every weekend we have family events and stuff. Every night there's a different family event going on. Like, the compound that I'm building, nobody ever have to leave the compound. We growing our own food. Everybody have a job. I'm literally the Black, Mexican, Amish, Jamaican, American. Anyhow, man, that's how you manifest. You have to envision it. And sometimes envisioning it takes you getting tired of being in an abusive relationship. You get tired of being broke. You get tired of working on. That's how people get better jobs or better careers. People like, I'm tired of working at this job. And you just quit. You just, man, I'm tired of this shit. And you just quit. You like, I'd rather be on Section 8 and food stamps. I'd rather go be broke. I'd rather go sell my ass. And that ever happened to you or somebody you know, like, you just give up? You like, man, this is some bullshit. You get out of a relationship because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of them cheating on me. I'm tired of the abuse. I'm tired of them not making love to me. I'm tired of them being broke. I'm like, you get tired of it. When you get tired of shit, that's when God, the creator, Jesus, Buddha, Allah say, okay, now I give you what you want. You finally tired of the bullshit. That's exactly what happens. But until you get tired of it, you're going to keep repeating the cycle because you're not tired of it yet. You're not, I'm telling you, you're going to keep repeating the cycle because you are not, you have to literally say you're tired of it. That's the reason why I make $150 an hour. I was tired of making $25 an hour. I was tired of making $50 an hour. I'm like, $100 an hour, that can't do shit for me these days. I'm like, I need $150, $300 an hour or better. Now I'm getting to the point where I'm like listening to these gurus and they making $40,000 an hour, $100,000 an hour to speak. I'm like, I could see that. I could clearly see it. I could clearly see myself, somebody finding me on YouTube or whatever and be like, man, I love what you're saying. I'll give you $10,000 to come speak at my event. I could see it clear as I'm expecting any year now. Grant Cardone, Lewis, Anthony O'Neill, anybody out there gonna have a huge event, and they say, hey man, I see you dragging Manifesto, man. How much you charge? Come speak at my event. 5,000, 10,000, 40,000. I could see that. I've become a master at my niche. So it's definitely possible. But this is how you manifest, y'all. Anyhow, Dragon Manifesto right here. Call me straightway, 754-229-0940. Get in my mastermind. It's fire. $11 per class. We have class twice a shift or twice a week. Usually Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. If you say, Dragon, I see what you're doing. I don't have time for it. Can you just hook me up? I'll do everything for you. It's $777. If I have to fly out, travel, all that type of stuff, especially I'll be bringing my family most times, it's about $2,500. If I have to go see your property yourself, do extra work, other than just making phone calls remotely, it's $2,500 minimum. All right. No, people normally get the 222 package, 222 lifetime membership in the group, which includes 1 year one-on-one consultation by me personally. All right. I guarantee you, the thing about me, I'm not going to let go of your hand until you are successful. The only way you can fail is you want to fail, because I'm going to hold your hand the whole way. I make myself personally available to all my students. You get me personally. Okay? 754-229-0940. We talk about a lot of stuff, not just land. We talk about life, manifesting, having a paradigm shift in your mind so you can manifest your reality, so you can buy land. Because first you got to have a paradigm shift in your mind that it's even possible. Okay? I teach you how to make money without money. I teach you how to make money without money. That's a lot of stuff. Lifetime membership, 754-229-0940. And if you don't have all the money one time, you can make payments. As long as you paid off in a year, you know what I'm saying? As long as you consistent, the payment's consistent. It ain't you sending $1 today and $20 tomorrow. Then when a year is up, you send a whole balance. No, you kind of be consistent. You know, be fair with it. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Every minute of every day, millions of dollars come to me now instantly, effortlessly, naturally now. And I heard something else last night. Brother was like, your average of, which I always tell you guys this, your average of the five people you're around. It's within 5 years, your average, if you hang around 5 people for 5 years, you're gonna become the average of those 5 people. So you have to be around people. Like my buddy just pulled up right now. He's a millionaire. He makes $1 million a year, my business partner. What's up, brother?
You spent night here?
Yeah, I camped out right here, man.
Yeah, that's your pee.
Yeah, I'm gonna dump it.
Yeah, I'm gonna dump it.
This my little house right here where I camp out, brother.
You got electric power and everything.
I'm talking to the people. My business partner. Anyhow, I talk to y'all later, man. Love y'all. Peace.